Hello, this is Sandra Brown of Happiness Past 60. Just want to wish all of you a good, almost spring day. It's really been cold here in Tennessee. Uh, it's down in the 20s, and I think it's only going to get in the 50s today. So I think, like a lot of you, we've been kind of teased by spring. It's here and it's gone, it's here and it's gone, but it will get here. It always does. Uh, Before I forget it, I got a nice little gift from Lou Ellen Hoffman, a book called Special Dream, Personal Accounts After the Death of a Loved One. And it's all little stories of people who had dreams, special dreams, after they lost someone. Actually, I had that too after I lost my son. I wanted to dream about him. I guess because you just want to see them again, so you want to dream about him, but you can't make yourself dream about someone. And then all of a sudden one came up, and I'll share it one day. It was just very special. So maybe we'll do that next time, okay? And we'll read some of these. She said that I could share some of them. But please don't go to mediums or fortune tellers or stuff like that. Do not do that. That is very displeasing to our Lord and very dangerous. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. All right, let's see what's been going on in my life. And I don't want to be just talking about me, but I don't know, what else I'm going to do. But all right, remember I was having the high blood pressure, and the top number was clear up to 200. Believe that. Well, then we decided maybe it was caffeine, and that is what it is. So if you're having trouble with your blood pressure, and actually my son-in-law was having Ron. Hi, Ron. Since I moved away from Indiana, we miss each other. He used to come over and have coffee with me, and I miss that. And I know he misses it too. But so he was a big coffee drinker. I'm a big coffee drinker. I think he was worse than me. Yeah, Ron, you were. So I cut down to having just regular coffee in the morning. And then the rest of the day, I have decaf. And I did find one decaf from those little K-cups. I found one that it tastes good. I actually wouldn't know the difference. I don't know if it's just in your head. You just think it has to have caffeine in it. And I wouldn't even know the difference. Because I tried it one day not having any caffeine. And actually, I didn't have a headache or anything from it. I thought sure I would, but I didn't. You remember when Millie, I told you she was sick from that bone? Well, inside of her cage, I put this big foam pillow before she got sick. It was Mr. Bill's pillow. I don't know if it was an expensive pillow or not. I'm really not sure. But I had it in her cage, and I thought, wow, this feels like a little mattress. This is really good. Well, foam mattress is not that great when your dog is sick on it. And I didn't want to throw it away, and I thought, oh, I need to wash it. It was really dumb of me. And I was afraid that she had it really was soap, not soap, but it was damp. It's not something you could just wipe off the surface. So I put it in the wash machine. It was really dumb. All of a sudden, I heard this racket going on in there. And the wash machine came up from the wall, I would say 2 feet. And I ran in real quick and pushed the button to turn it off. I should have just gave up at that. But I don't know. I thought if I could just get it to spin out without tearing up the wash machine or it moving around. So I started to move the machine back, and it was so heavy at first I couldn't do it. Later on I did get it. And Mr. Bill was gone. And so I went and I was going to sit on the washing machine. Well, I used to be able to just jump up on the washing machine real easy and sit on it. I've had washing machines that I had to do that before. I'm sure you have. And I don't know, it just seemed farther up since I'm 81. It's a little farther up. So I went and got a step stool ladder, and I went up that and sat on the washing machine. But I kept my finger on the button just in case I couldn't control it. Well, I should have had a cowboy hat on. This was like one of those bucking broncos. It got to the spin cycle, and I had my finger on the button. That thing, it was like I wasn't even there. It was go boom, boom, boom. Thank God I pushed it off real quick, and all I could think of was that door opens from the garage. He came in, and I was sitting on the washing machine. Oh my goodness. He's like probably thinking, what did I marry? What does she do when I'm gone? I don't know. But anyways, then I had to take the pillow out, and I still didn't give up. I hung it over the utility sink and let it drip partly in the sink, and then I put a bucket on the other side that was hanging over. And so it was almost dry. I kept flipping it over. It was almost dry. And then, well, I guess it was almost dry. I'm not sure. It was lighter. But then it had this big crease in the middle. Looked like somebody's B-U-T-T. It did. I'm like, oh, great. So then I took it out to the garage and set it the other way on the railing, long ways. So it looks pretty good now. Oh, my. So I saved it. I don't know. Crazy. I don't know why I told you all that. Let's see. Oh, I've been getting that nail powder dip for my fingernails. That's another luxury I've never had. But since I've been married to Bill, he's always told me to go get manicures. Then when I went to get the manicures, I seen other people who were getting the powder dip. And then they're saying, oh yeah, this is really good. And so I start getting it. But I just got sick of it. My nails grow pretty quick. And then you have that place on the bottom where your nails growing in. And that stuff is so thick. You always have a ridge. It's great how hard your nails feel and things like that. But then they would get so long and I couldn't type. And then it's expensive because it's like $50 to get it done once a month. And then I always leave a $10 tip. So it's $60. And I can't pick anything up. If I drop a penny or something on the floor or a bobby pin or something small, I can't pick it up. The nails are too thick. And then plus all those chemicals to get it off. Plus they use that Dremel thing. Well, I finally thought, this is it. I'm letting myself go gray. I'm still working on that. I haven't put any color in my hair. Okay, we'll see how far that goes. And okay, so I want to get rid of that. So I went in, and there is this one lady there, the Vietnamese lady. I have a hard time understanding. Well, it's a Vietnamese man, young. Well, I shouldn't say he's a young man. He's probably in his 50s, but young to me. That always does my nails. And honestly, I get along with everybody, but the lady sometimes just didn't seem to be that friendly. So, but this time, she took care of me and she gave me a manicure. And she had to use a Dremel to get all that off because it was real thick. I don't know. The thing was, you know how they massage your hands? I've never had that done before. Maybe I did once, I'm not sure. But she massaged my hands with that lotion. Well, they get that on your nails. Now your nail polish won't stick. I'm thinking, this nail polish is not good. And I'm right. First of all, I sat under there for a long time with sit with this air thing coming up. And it was cold air coming out, and I was getting tired of holding it. I mean, it was a long time. And then I went to pay her, and I barely touched something in my purse and messed up both my thumbnails. Then she had to straighten that out. Then they put me under this table where you dry your nails. When I got out, I still messed up another fingernail. I'm like, all this time to do all this stuff. But let me tell you, that powder dip and the way of the chemicals and them using that Dremel thing to get it off, and plus, like I said, the chemicals and filing all the time, they've gotten my nails so thin and crappy. I shouldn't say that word, but you know, I never had this. So now I've got this chip nail polish. I paid $35 for the manicure, gave her a $10 tip. I'm not going back there no more unless it's a special occasion just for a manicure. But now all I'm doing is taking the nail clippers and clipping my nail. Thank God I have a long nail bed, because my nails aren't long now. You can't even see them hard. I've been just clipping them off, and the nail polish is chipping off. And I don't have anything. I don't have that nail polish because it came from them to touch it up. So I'm going through these two things of letting my hair grow in gray, and I don't know what I'm doing with my nails. But I did go on Amazon and I ordered this little thing where you can dry your nails, and it's big enough to put both your hands in there because I get very impatient about waiting. So in between, I could dry the nails, and I've got a neutral color polish I ordered, so that, and I'm going to cut them short and gradually let my damaged nails grow out. Oh, always something, right? But I just want to save that money. I figured I'll get the little dryer, and I ordered I think it's real inexpensive, a diamond nail file. And ladies, let me know what is really good for. I keep getting these little, I don't know, like the end of my nails get these little hook feeling things, you know, like if you had nylons on, it would catch on there. And I think I was reading that the diamond ones would help smooth that out. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try. I'll let you know how that goes. Let's see. Taxes. We worked on our taxes. We got that done, and we are going to get a refund. Thank God, that's nice. Mr. Bill and I went outside, and we have catmint and mums that had all the dry stuff from last year. But that didn't take long at all. In fact, a lot of it didn't have to be cut. We just could, it's very dry, and it would just be able to break it off. And we filled 2 of those great big bags full of stuff. One thing, I don't want this to get too long. I got so many things I could tell you about, but I'm trying to hold back here. Okay, I'll tell the one thing. We had to get our propane filled up, and we got a different provider, and they gave us a $100 gift card. So we went to Cracker Barrel last Sunday, and Mr. Bill, the story's going to be on here, and I'll put it on here, but he said that I could get whatever I wanted. And I got another quilt, as you can see, and I'll be showing that. One good thing about my health, they said I can get off Plavix, which is a blood thinner. And so today's my first day that I'm off of it. I am just so sick of being bruised. See this? I mean, that's nothing. On my legs, everywhere. And summer's coming. I want all these bruises all over. So I'm real happy about that. All right, so I'm trying to get 14,000 subscribers. I'm up to 13,727. So a lot of you, it looks like a little less than half of you have been watching me, but you haven't subscribed. And it's absolutely free. It will always be free. But if you would subscribe and liking, when you say you like it, that just takes a second to click on there. That really helps for what they call the algorithm, so that YouTube recommends you. And share if you do that. Appreciate it. And April 8th is going to be a lunar eclipse. I've been watching on YouTube a lot of things about the lunar eclipse and what it might mean. God put the stars and things in the sky for signs, almost speaking to us. So that was very interesting. Every time there's been an eclipse, there's been some very important event, like Civil War, or even when Christopher Columbus sailed, there was an eclipse. Just so many things, and clear on down to now. And then we had one before that, pandemic and things like that. I think that was, I don't know, 2017. Then after that it started. A lot of stuff. But anyways, yeah, watch some of it on YouTube and let me know what you think. I believe it does mean something, I really do. So, God bless you and strengthen you. I just don't want this to be too long. But I will write it to hang in there because I have a little video on some things that Mr. Bill and I purchased at a moving sale, and show you more on my quilt that I got, and a painting, an old painting I had from 2014 I hung up, lots of stuff. Okay, love all you guys. God bless you, and thank you. Like in my last video, wonderful comments, and you said that I had helped you, and I thank you for that, because that's what it's all about. I didn't want to make everything all heavy here, because the last one might have been a little heavy, I don't know. So just wanted to have a little fun with you. All right, love all of you. God bless you. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye now. Well, here I go again. I got another quilt. I can remember the times of going to Cracker Barrel or any store and seeing these quilts, and I wouldn't dream of ever being able to buy one. Now, this is my second one. But what happened is we had to get some propane, and we went to a different company, and they gave us $100 gift card. So we went to Cracker Barrel Sunday and had our breakfast there, and then Mr. Bill said, if you see anything, go ahead and get it, because I got a $100 gift card we could use. So as like an Easter gift. And I said, you know, I've had my eye on this quilt just for a change at Cracker Barrel. He says, are you kidding? I go, no, I really would like to have that. This quilt is not as heavy as the other one. And the other one I had on here, I put in the guest room. This one's easier to make because it has that white edge. Actually, it's kind of a little bit of an off-white. Now, the shams that I have are very white. So, I did order a couple inexpensive shams that match this a little better. I just like to change out things a little bit. And this was Mr. Bill's bed that he had when we got married. The lamps were a couple that I had that I got from Amazon. I like them. They're kind of flat. See, they're narrow that way. And I like the square shades on them. I see I left a Kleenex. Scott towel over here. Move that. And I took the 3 pictures down I had up here just now. And then I went down my hall where I had paintings, and I thought, oh, this might go pretty good. So it's got black in it, which matches the bed, and it has the blue. So it's just a change out. It's kind of peaceful looking. I do like the bottoms of it. And it is reversible. And this is what the other side looks like. It's kind of a grayish beige, I guess. something like that. I just thought you might enjoy looking at that. On this little corner in my kitchen, I had a wreath that I made from my hydrangea bush. And it was starting to get very dry, a little crumbly. So I took it down, and I had found this painting that I had done 2014. Just a whimsical little painting. It's a sweet friend of mine. Her name is Jamie, and this is her house. It's over 100, way 100 years old now. She originally was from Illinois. That's the blinds, why that light is like that. The sun's coming through the blinds. But she was originally from Illinois, and she just always had this, she's just a country girl at heart. Very talented, successful girl. Jamie, I'm sorry if I'm getting this wrong. Wilma's, is it marshmallows or something? But she has a vintage little camper that she turned into a little kitchen area to sell all these wonderful treats that she has. And she was very successful, as she is for everything. She's always touched everything that she does is successful. So much talent. And she's just recently, Aunt Wilma's or something. Aunt Wilma's, oh my goodness, I'm messing it up. But anyways, she's very successful, sold the business, and she was thinking about coming here to visit. I've done other paintings of her home, one in the winter, and just different seasons. Just thought you might enjoy seeing that. And this is on my back porch. I've got tomatoes started. That's basil here to the right. Now, they would be a lot bigger in this, but I keep pinching them down. You have to, because they're going to get too leggy. So pinch them down. And actually, now this one has too much stem showing. I need to put it in a deeper pot and put the soil all the way up to there. Clear up to the leaves, because everywhere that soil touches, it's going to grow roots, and that's what you want before you put them out, for it to have some good, strong roots. So some of these I'm going to have to start pinching back again too. I mean, they don't look too good, but that's a little baby parsley down there.
This is a reminder.
Okay, now I'm in the guest room, and that's where I put the other quilt. So just temporarily, I have a couple shams that Mr. Bill had on his guest room in his other place, and that's a pillow cover I had. I know they don't match it, but there's some pink that doesn't look too bad with that. But I ordered a couple inexpensive blue shams that will match the blue that's in here. But I like this quilt, I really do. The one I had on here was an old one. It was king size. Not bad, I still like it, but I have fun with this one. Another one of my paintings back here. Just like that. I wish I had all the paintings that I sold, but I enjoy this. It has some little bunnies in it. I don't know if you can see that very good. There's 3 bunnies in there. So I have hung on to some of my paintings. Here I am back in the kitchen. The reason I set this out on this is a little table I used to do my makeup on at Bill's townhome. That noise you hear is always Millie's toenails in here. She has to be in here because I'm in here. But this is just a versatile little table. Sometimes, like, we have company over, you can set desserts on here and stuff like that, or set your coffee up. The lamp was at a local shop that was going out of business, marked down. Mirror that I used to have, and paintings that I've done. There goes her toenails. She's getting her dog food now. And the box down there is something we got at a moving sale too. It's a good sized box, holds a lot. This table needs to be redone probably, but I kind of like that little beat up look that it has. The reason I have this sitting here is because behind it, okay, here's the secret. Look at this stuff. This was a telephone jack, which will never be used. And this is for the television cable. Now, the outlet I do use. This is really nice because you can put your lamps or computer. Sometimes I use this as a computer table. Okay, put it back there, hide all that stuff. I think they have just a outlet cover, a flat outlet cover, so I think that would be good. So that's why all this stuff ended up out here, just to hide it. Oh, I should, since it was sitting here, I don't think nothing of it. Sometimes you have something for so long. This was my grandfather's cigar box. And see this place right here? It's where he laid his cigar. Now, I don't know how old my grandfather would be if he's living. I'm 81. I have no idea. I have to think about that, look and see what year he was born. But my mother had this, and they had a fire in their house. So this box, it just had a really bad, I've got all kind of business cards in here now. I better turn that upside down. I had my Social Security. But it had such a horrible smoke smell in it. But I think I put baking soda in it for a long time. It's fine now. But it's just, it was a nice keepsake from him. I was just trying to show you things that I've changed. This stool, if you remember, was in the kitchen by the window so Millie could look out. She just quit going up there. I mean, I've tried picking her up and putting her up there, and she can jump high on a bed or something. For some reason, she doesn't want to do that anymore. So I brought it in here by the front door because I thought it would be a nice place when somebody came into the door. Some people insist on taking their shoes off or putting them back on. I thought, oh, good, they could just sit down here and do that. So that works out really good. I'm in Mr. Bill's office. We went to a moving sale. Actually, this lady had to put her mother into an assisted living, and Mr. Bill had his eye on this for $30. It's a little credenza, I guess, but he just wanted to put his stuff, right? So he's trying to figure out, he was a fireman, so he's got all this cute little fireman memorabilia. I think that's 9/11 there. Because he did go to New York and got one of the beams and brought it back for the fire department. It's still on display there in Illinois. And this was a lamp that somebody threw out when I lived in Crown Point that I picked up. So that's what we bought. I'll show you something else we bought. This is the other item that we purchased at the moving sale. An end table for me. And it's got a nice deep drawer. It's vintage. She wanted $90 for it. It belonged to her mother, who was going into assisted living. It has a nice deep drawer in it. Which I've already got loaded. TV controls and everything else you can think of. Millie, no. Sorry, Millie decided to cough while I was doing this. But the end table I had, we had two of them, was this little one, which is very cute. This is where Mr. Bill sits on the other side. These are the double recliners we have. We just love this. But everything was falling off constantly because it's too small. And yeah, he has his office to put everything. But this is end up almost being my office when it comes to YouTube. I have everything. And everything was falling off of here, my computer and everything else I had. So I'm just so happy with this. You know, like I always said, it's the little things, right? Oh, I might add, you have to get in, Millie. You're supposed to move out of the way when I'm filming, honey. Yeah. But I ended up, I said she wanted 90, I did get it for 70. And when I looked it up, they're running over $300, being that it's vintage, I guess. Made by Drexel, I think I told you that.